Welcome to the Kovered podcast, where we unlayer what's happening in the home industry world.
If with water damage you get paralyzed, imagine when you have fire damage.
No. I'm Nico, a contractor who lives in this industry every day. So is it the same when you get a call for fire and for mold?
That's amazing. I try to be there in the next hour or two or send one of our men.
Here you'll see real people, real conversations, no fluff.
Mold will affect your property. Mold will affect your health. And remediating mold implies 90% of the times doing demolition.
If you ever dealt with a roof over your head, this show is for you.
You have a window of time of 72 hours to do a dry out, a professional dry out.
If it's your first time here, hit the subscribe and enjoy the podcast. Isaul Gonzalez.
Yes, sir.
Water, mold, fire.
Ya lo dije.
365.
That's it. Wow.
Imagínate that we are in our 4th episode of the Kovered podcast. Thank you so much for being here.
Sure, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Thank
So
you so
this
much.
is the guy that when you are panicking, you call.
That's it.
Yeah? That's it. Well, I'm the roof guy. He's the guy that deals with anything inside. So Isa, a quick intro about your business so people can know you. This is the showcase for you.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me here. We are family owned
Mhm.
and operated business in South Florida. We cover the 3 counties and we go beyond too. We have gone to the West Coast. Also North Florida. So it really depends on the case and the events and the incidents, let's put it like that. So family owned, family operated, and we try to serve our clients in a very respectful way. I like to treat people the way that I like to be treated,
Perfect.
and that's it. And don't do to others what they don't like. You don't like to others do to you. So with that principle in mind, we try to serve our friends, our clients, the right way, the right way. Not promising anything perfect, Nico. That doesn't exist. But trying to be honest, trying to be fair, integrity. That's important. And try to see what the client needs, not to oversell anything, and that's extremely important too. If you need a dry out, let's do a dry out. Dry out that comes after a water damage. But if you need a more remediation, then let's do the more remediation. Let's do what it takes to put your property back in good shape.
So
The-
property restoration.
In a proper
So for a lot of people
restoration.
that don't know what property restoration is, what do you simplify? Let's dumb it down.
Well, let's say that, God forbid, you have in your home water damage.
Mm-hmm.
It can be a flood, a pipe broke, and water flooded your property.
Yeah.
You have a window of time of 72 hours to do a dry out, a professional dry out. Not just putting a fund there, no. Do a professional dry out. It can be done with our company or somebody else. It doesn't matter. But you need to, Nico, get a professional company that will get there with the right equipment at the right time, with the right patience, with the right knowledge to dry out your property. That's it. That's how you recover your property. And that's how you prevent further damage.
But not only water, fire,
Then
mold.
we have mold.
Mhm.
We do mold testing. We do mold remediation.
Mhm.
And that's especially mold remediation. It is expensive. That's why I always, and you're going to hear me always emphasizing, if there's water damage, do that dry out the right way, so you don't get to suffer and then pay the consequences of having mold. Mold will affect your property. Mold will affect your health,
Mhm.
family health, and this is not a joke. This is a reality. And remediating mold implies 90% of the times uh, um, doing demolition,
Mhm.
demolition of walls, ceilings, and that's expensive. That becomes expensive.
And what got you into the business? And obviously family is important, but what got you and your family in the business, or were you the pioneer?
we have another company, an inspection company.
Okay.
And doing inspections, I discovered I was
The opportunity.
The opportunity of business, the opportunity of serving too. Not only is a business, it's the opportunity to serve someone that is dealing with a headache,
Mm-hmm.
and that happens. I do remember a few years ago, I'm also a patient, not only a doctor, I'm also a patient. A few years ago, we had an issue with a water heater. Water heater on a second story of my house, on the second story of my house. One of the pipes, for whatever reasons, failed, and you can imagine part of my second story of the house got flooded, and the first floor too. At we discovered that, when I discovered that I had that situation and I saw my house getting flooded, I didn't know what to do. And I am in the industry. I paralyzed. I said, "What the heck is happening here? What to do? Where should I start?" So if I had that moment, right, it was for a couple of minutes.
Other people could do.
Imagine people that are not in the industry, how they're going to deal with a situation like that.
Yeah.
So I do understand what the typical family goes through when this kind of incidents they happen. I know. I'm also a patient.
Yeah,
I
because
was there.
experts like us in the industry aren't prone for things not to happen to them either. Like we, as roofers, we also get roof leaks.
Definitely.
You know?
Yes, you do.
And we're maintaining
do.
our roof and everything, but there's things that just Mother Nature happens, and
That's
or
it.
out of
That's it.
just old wear and tear, you just don't
That's
know.
it.
But you're
That's
right.
it.
Sometimes you're just like paralyzed.
No,
Like,
no, I got
you know?
paralyzed. I got paralyzed. And then I understood. I said, well, that's what is happening, and it will happen to any family, to any individual, any property owner or tenants, that they need to face a situation like this.
Yeah.
That's when water damage. Imagine you mentioned fire. We do fire restoration. Those are intense, very expensive too. Very expensive. That's a reality, because it is a very detailed process that it would take in any house that got not burned down, but damaged by a small fire in the kitchen, let's say, and a smoke damage throughout the property. That's very typical. It can take over a week, 10 days, 2 weeks. It really depends on the amount of work that we have to do. So if with water damage you get paralyzed, imagine when you have fire damage.
No, it's crazy. You don't know what to do.
Assuming that, God forbid, nothing happens to a family member.
Of course.
Right. That's why it's so important having the alarms, smoke alarms, uh, installed with batteries. I mean, make sure that they're working. That's why it's so important having a fire extinguisher, at least in your kitchen. That's extremely important. And not only having it, you need to know how to operate it.
Yeah.
Use it. Okay? Use it. I can share with you, and this happened this year, a friend of ours, very close family to us, very close family. They were watching TV, and one of their sons reclined on their love seat, whatever, or sofa love seat. I'm not 100% sure now. No, it was a sofa recline.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't know that a phone charge battery fell into the mechanical area of the sofa.
Oh wow!
So that produced a fire. Thanks God, this family, they had a fire extinguisher. The son ran, got it, and they were able to control the fire. Okay. Anyhow, they had fire damage. We did the. I know you're asking. So you did the job, the fire restoration? Yes, we did. It's one of the remediations that we have done this year regarding fire. So these people were able to save first their lives,
For sure.
save their property, because the damage was minimum compared to the potential damage, right?
Yeah, one easy thing could end up being huge.
You never know. You never know. And I don't know if you heard about it, but a phone charge battery can catch fire, can produce fire.
No, I would have never thought.
Thanks God they had insurance, and insurance, covered their expenses and furniture replacement, blind replacement, and then the aspect of remediation.
Wow.
cleaning and detailing
How
the
many
property.
how many of these services do you say that since you do water, mold, and fire, do you get a year? More fire, more mold, more water?
Oh, okay. I do get more mold.
Okay, it's more common.
I would say yes. I would say yes.
And do you think it's because of the maintenance of a house? Like I feel like a lot of people go into a house buy a,
Procrastination.
yeah, right, buy a property, but they just don't. There's no rule book, and at the same time, a lot of people, I don't know. I mean, we work in this industry, and we have unfortunately and fortunately for us to perform a analysis of the situation, we have to go in through the house, and we see all sorts of chaos or organized chaos, and
Yeah.
you could see the dangers
Yeah.
that they don't have fire extinguishers, they
Yeah.
don't have
Yeah.
fire
Yep.
alarms,
Yep.
they have the biggest yellow spot that looks like el mapamundo on the screen, you know. So there's just a bunch
Yes.
of stuff. But yeah, going back to the question, mold.
Yes, mold, I would say in our case, but we are due to marketing,
Uh huh.
right? We are doing a lot of water to we're increasing in that aspect is a quicker service. And what I love about it that we prevent further damage. Mold, I mean, many properties out there, many properties there out there are suffering from mold, and maybe the owner doesn't know that. But one day, through a mold test, they discover a situation, and then the mold remediation obviously is the only way out. It's the only way out. But I see that many people, due to lack of knowledge, many when they have a water issue and they don't act on time, it can be water can be from the AC system, from the air handler condensation. AC systems. Right now, we're doing two jobs, one in Miramar, one in Pembroke Pines, so very close. And both properties are damaged and they have mold due to due to AC system damage.
Wow.
One of them is our brand new owners when they were buying the property, they did a regular inspection, and the the inspector did the right thing. I don't know why, but he did a simple air test on the second floor, in the hallway of the second floor, and they discovered mold. That the level of mold in the air were elevated. So we went back, we made our own assessment, and the determination was that the damage was due to the AC system.
Wow.
Yeah, condensation, simple condensation, and the floor of the hallway, the AC it is located on a closet on the hallway. The floors in that area are laminate floors.
Oh, so
That's it. So that water got underneath
yeah.
and plenty of mold when we removed those floors.
And mold runs.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, waterfronts.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah,
Many floor companies would tell you, "Hey, this laminate floors is waterproof. It's waterproof.
yeah.
It is waterproof if it's a glass of water
Yeah,
that
yeah.
it fell. That's it. And you dry it, it's fine.
The small the
It's
small
waterproof
language.
to clean it,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
But once it gets flooded, forget it, Nico. Forget it. Forget it. That water underneath, there's spotting out down there. There's no way to dry it. There's only one way. When laminate floors get wet, there's only one way out. You need to lift those floors.
And service wise, so is it the same when you get a call for fire and for mold? Like in the sense of you send someone out 24 to 48 hours, and then comes like the analysis of how you're gonna perform the work.
That's it, yes.
So you guys
First,
are quick.
first, if we get a call in reference to fire or water damage,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you call, God forbid, but you need to call me. Hey, Isa, I have had a problem here with the water tank, the water heater. I try to go the same day. For us, that's emergency. I try to be there in the next hour or two or send one of our members, our
Text.
team member,
Yeah.
text. If it's fire, it's about the same. We see it as an emergency. If you tell me, Isa, I believe, I suspect that I have mold, that's not an emergency. Then we set an appointment and the next 24, 48 hours. We will try to be there and see how we can handle the situation and try to guide you and educate you about the process and so on. See if there's insurance company involved. There's a different protocol. Let's put it like that throughout the entire process. So once we go and we make the assessment, we will prepare for you, for that client, a protocol. How are we going to approach the situation? How are we going to solve this issue? And give you an estimate. And from there, we negotiate. You give us the go ahead, and we will go ahead and do it.
Okay. And let's talk about roofs and mold and dryouts.
Yeah.
You get a bunch of these calls?
Not so much lately, since thanks God we haven't got a lot of storms or no hurricanes in South Florida. Okay, but I do remember in the 2017, 18, 20, 21,
There's a
even
bunch.
22, it was crazy due to the roof damages, right?
Because what I see is that obviously we do a thorough inspection. We go into the attics and we see it. And we also see how it's getting wet and under it's affecting everyone else.
Uh-huh.
And obviously, like the coffee stains in the ceilings and the drywall, you can obviously see it. So
Right.
when we say, hey, I don't have the meter to check the mold, but you should get it checked. They're like, just fix it. They kind of like shy away. They're like, don't tell me what I need to do. Just fix what I need you to do because I need to.
Right.
So it's always uncomfortable because I always know that water. A lot of people call me immediately, or a lot of people, it's okay, it stopped raining. Because sometimes when it rains super hard, the wind pushes water in a way that it gets in that hole that finally it starts leaking. And then soft rain, you won't leak. You won't see it leak. But then again, so a lot of people, like you said, procrastinate.
Yeah, we procrastinate.
But
I think
then,
that's very human. Eh?
Yeah, no, and
I'm one of those.
Yeah. No, it's normal.
That tendency.
It's normal, but that's why it's like that's why we do what we're doing right now to make sure that people understand understand that procrastination can deal with heavy investments that you don't see coming along, and where there's also the emergency side that it happens. But I think it's important to detail what we need to talk about when it comes to our services, because we're here for emergency. We're not here. Who needs a roof? Who needs mold? We're here because we know that there's a bunch of roofs, there's a bunch of houses, and our services are here because we've seen the inspections. We've seen this. I'm a second generation, so
I know that.
once I was walking through as a kid with my father, he would tell me like, these are the normal problems that happen. You said that you started an inspection company and you would see it. Like this is the way we got into the business and into the industry, because obviously we're here to make money and it's important to us, but at the same time it's to help.
Yeah, it's a service.
Yeah.
We provide very valued services.
Yep.
You from your roof company, us from our restoration companies.
For sure.
This is valid, and trying to do things right. That's it.
What do you think one homeowner should really know to do things better than what you're used to seeing? What's a takeaway that you would give a homeowner to tell them, I know you care about your house and the cosmetic side,
Of course,
but
everybody
what
cares.
is
That's our biggest investment.
but what's specifically something that you would say, apart from the fire extinguisher, what is a best practice that they should install within the year to prevent mold, fire, or water?
Imagine that's a difficult.
It's a deep question. I know.
Very deep question.
Yeah.
I would say just be very alert. Okay.
And have an expert in your phone.
That's it. I remember since I got to this country, hearing this. It is important to have 3 contacts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One was a doctor, one was a mechanic, and the other one was, my God, doctor, mechanic, and attorney.
Okay.
Okay. And it is true. But in reality, you need more than that.
For sure.
You need to have somebody about sooner or later. If you own a property, you own a townhouse or a single family home, you're gonna have roof problems. You need to have a roofing that you trust, honestly.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, you're gonna have a water issue, water damage in your property. You need to have a restoration company. It's not that if you have a water problem, running to the hardware store, I'm not going to mention a name, why, and renting a fund there, that's not going to do it. That's not going to do the
Puro
problem.
YouTube.
Or, or that's it, yeah. Or it's not going to do it just saying, well, the drywall is going to dry by itself.
Yeah.
No, no. When the drywall will dry out by itself, mold will be there.
Yeah.
99% of the time. So that's not the solution. So you need to have a restoration company. You need to have a good plumbing company.
You need to meet Isaul.
An
Electrician.
Electrician.
Yeah. No, 100%. It happens.
And a handyman too. Nothing. Obviously, the only thing that I tell my clients, when you're going to do an electrical work, project involves electricity or plumbing, try to get a plumber, and try to get an electrician.
So there you go. You need the electrician, you need the plumber, you need the restoration guy, you need the roofer, you need a mechanic,
you need a doctor,
a doctor, attorney.
Why? Because
come on.
Our lives are much more complex.
Yeah.
Much more complex.
But you need to meet people. And by the end of the day, we have to provide local experts that can get to you.
That's it.
And we're not having you guys choose just our services. There's people that are out there that are doing fine work, and we're here to connect with them, right?
That's it. That's what I have friends for life. I have clients too. They call me constantly. Isa, I need this. Isa, I'm looking for somebody for this. And I love it.
You love to refer good people.
Referring people. Even I have friends that when there's election times, they will call me. Isa,
who do I vote for?
And or if there's a question, how should I vote about this?
Yeah.
And I love it. I love it. So, yes, I think people can see me as a source of referrals.
Yeah, and a leader in the industry because we're connecting.
That's it. And I'm going to try to connect. I'm going to try to connect you, and I'm sure you do the same with the right people. People that I trust, people that I will use their services. If I wouldn't be using the services of somebody, I
wouldn't recommend.
I would not recommend this person.
What's something?
And I have deleted. Let me tell you, I have deleted people from my list, unfortunately. As a matter of fact, many years ago, before you, I used to refer a guy for
roofing,
and
he's not on your list anymore.
He didn't take care of my client, and I called him. I said, "Listen, what you did there is wrong. You're out of my list.
Ethics.
I'm not going to refer you. That's it. That's it."
To close it off, what's one thing you would look at the camera and want to say thank you to that one person that has helped you along the way, build you as a Isaul and also in 365? You can name it or you can just say thank you.
Oh, no. I want first God. I have to give all credit to him. Okay. The other person that has been there always with me in the good and the bad times is my wife, Peggy. Yeah, I have to acknowledge that. And I say humbly, the rock in my family is not me. The rock in my family is my wife. She's solid, very solid. And then to each of our clients, I have clients that they trust us. They believe in us. They have given us the opportunity to serve. And that I value. We value that. We get clients technically every week, if not with this company, with the other company, that they come back to us. And I always tell them, I value you keeping us in mind.
Awesome.
That's a gift. That's a gift.
Where can people find you?
Well, in our website.
What's your website?
365propertyrestoration.com. Okay. Also, they can call me. My direct number, 305-775-1325.
Awesome, Isaul. Thank you so much for coming here, bringing all your experience. X amount of years? How many years in the business?
Don't ask for my age.
No, I'm not asking for your age.
In the industry,
Yeah.
I can tell you all my life, one way or the other.
Okay.
The real estate industry.
But just in property restoration.
Restoration from 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have an expert. So thank you so much.
No, thank you. Thank you. My pleasure. I'm very happy to be here.